peeps. Calling all peeps. I think right when I say that, there are going to be people who click off and like, I'm not a peep. You know, who are you calling peep? My friends, my people, that be you. I had an image this morning of being able to see around the corner. You know, a periscope you can put up, and I remember in the cartoons of them, there'd be cartoon submarine up periscope, and then it would look around. And there's something like that, to be able to bend the light or look around the corner. You know, I mean, you guys are, you have the capacity to do that to a degree. I mean, you know, there are all kinds of other considerations in the environment, in the scenario you're trying to look into, and you know, if it's not going to be productive of your growth to see into that thing, it gets obscured by, you know, the divine scrim goes down and we can't. And then I'm getting the image of if one of those mythological heroes were to look into the eyes of the Gorgon, they'd be frozen. And I think there was some trick where they got a mirror and held it up so the Gorgon looked into their own eyes and froze, or maybe that was a Twilight Zone in my youth. But it's something like that. It's being able to see around the corner, or see through a glass darkly, or and it's a you know, it's something you may have to look and wait for it to look back. Or people, look, Queen of Swords. And I'm getting that idea of the reflection again, like, this is air energy. This is about clarity in communication, you know, in being a filter for the truth. She knows a lie when she hears it, and it is inclined to piss her off. She's salty a bit because she's super discerning. And if somebody's trying to, I mean, I don't know why I'm so fierce right off the bat, but if somebody's trying to play a game on her, she sees right through them. And it's almost like, game player, really? I'll steer toward the truth then. Very smart, this person is. Very able to see both her own situation, to a degree the other person's situation, and to see around the corner in that sense. But if what she sees in somebody is the mask, I think she just heads the other way. It's like, I don't have time for that. She's spicy. It may not be you. It may be a friend of yours who's particularly discerning, or something you overhear somebody else say, and you go like, that's it. That's the truth. Knight of Swords. This queen, he, she, or they may have gotten a message that gave them information, because she's a Queen of Swords. He, she, they seeks for more information until she's decided, okay, I've heard enough. You know, I'm going this way. Don't. I'm getting a feeling like talk to the hand, I've heard enough. Nine of Pentacles. Earth energy. Somebody who's authentic and reaps the bounty of their own authenticity. They know who they are. They know their value. It's accessible to them, and it's grown over time. It's not like a flash in the pan energy at all. It's stable and established. It's has sustenance to it. It's not like cotton candy. This is something tangible, real, and nourishing. So I think we're going to learn more about this Knight of Swords who's hot-footing it. Getting ready to run to the motorcycle, the legs of the race, as I often say. But I really get that sense. It's like, whatever this is can't be, it could be the second leg of the voyage of the Queen of Swords. I'm not sure who's who yet, so let's see. What can you... Okay. We have Queen of Swords, Four of Swords. Same sword energy. To do with cerebral. Thinking, speech, understanding. She's healed something. He, she, they, and now they're on the move. Guided by a truth. Something that they had to heal from, perhaps. Oh yeah, Nine of Swords. Look at all this sword energy. Perhaps a lot of overthinking, and this is a card of anxiety, of a brain that won't shut down. It's like you can't shut it off. And then suddenly you can. You're safe. You feel safe enough to let your guard down. Your own mind is resting enough and resting sort of your nervous system. Everything you heard or misunderstood maybe during the course of a day or a bunch of days is now put to rest. And it may have been some message that came in that wasn't what you expected to hear. You were in a state of really nervous anticipation. So you'd healed, and found your rest, but there was still this, when I get up out of this nest and I go back into the world, it's going to all come at me again. How will I process this information? Well, I think you come out as queen, but very well able to process the information. But let's see, Nine of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. That's something about, and there may be two individuals here. But this is a card of standing strong, personally. I'm self-sufficient. And this is a card of, I'm in high anxiety. I'm scared. Nothing is shoring me up. I don't feel self-sufficient. I feel all in a flutter, in a almost like a panic attack. I love it. Under Nine of Pentacles, Sun. And see this sort of bright golden fruit that she's able to reach. It's within her reach, their reach, whoever they are. I want to say Virgo, and I'm a Virgo, so I may just be bringing my stuff to the table. But if so, we're celebrating. You know, and I often will say I, we. I'm presuming to give some story for all of us. We're looking good. We have more security and stability than we know because our brain is still like on the edge of anxiety. We're healing it. This is like standing tall, you know, just welcoming life. Sun card, Leo. Fire energy. Fire energy is all about life force energy. You know, and it's almost like, I want to live, I want to live. Who says that? Can't remember the name of the movie. It's a Christmas movie. The guy's on the bridge and it's snowing as it is outside right now. And he wanted to kill himself because he didn't think he was of any value to his family, his friends, his community, or anybody else. It's a Wonderful Life, it's called. It's great. It's like a 40s film. Look it up if you haven't. It's a great one. But at one point, he realizes that his life made a difference to the people around him. That without him, it would have been a worse place, a worse world. So he stands there with the snow coming down in the same place the bridge he wanted to jump off of. And he says, I want to live, I want to live. And he runs back into town, and he runs back into his world, into the arms of his family. I want to live, I want to live. Okay, so there's been quite the turnaround here. Let's look at the Four of Swords, the card of healing. So, healing the heart. And this is like a Four of Swords energy in that you notice the healing is done, in this case, by somebody in this meditative yogic posture. In stillness. The healing. This is a card of non-action, and so is that. I mean, non-action, not maybe visible to the eye. But to open the heart is, you know, what all healing is about, really. That's where the wound took place. That's where the healing has to take place. Tell us about Queen of Swords, please. Where you headed, girl? And it may be on the basis of a message that comes into her when she's doing okay. King of Swords. She's headed toward her match, her vibrational match. And in this case, she appears to be the one taking the lead. Not in terms of, you know, I'll come find you, I'll move toward you, but her clarity somehow makes things clear for this other person. She's like a clear channel. You're a clear channel. You're a channeler. And I'm getting like you sort of send out a signal, a frequency, like the bat signal, or, you know, Loran the signal sent out by on the boat that bounces off what's there and gives that information back to the whoever's needing to hear it. And it can do it. How deep are we? How far are we away from this? You know, just it echolocates somehow. The lines of communication are coming back up for sure. And as soon as they are, you know, the power lines are back up, because in King of Swords, you see the power lines are kind of flapping in the wind. But it's something like, oh, as soon as that, the traditional means of communication stopped, just stopped. In that quiet, they're able to, it's almost like telepathy or something. Then they can hear each other. Then they can hear the bat signals, the echolocate. They know where the other person is. And it has something to do with having healed the heart. Okay, healed their hearts. Tell us about the sun, please. Okay. We have, oh my God, 10 of Cups, 3 of Wands. In that fire, life force, Wands energy, right? The energy of the sun. This is a card of ready to receive it. You know, waiting for the wave. It does imply a degree of waiting, but, you know, being poised. Surfboard in hand. I love that. And on 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Yeah, I was going to say good news, but it's beyond, you know, I mean, shivers all over the place. And it might not take the form we thought it would, because there was something in the pre-healed situation that like warped the image. It was like a funhouse mirror. It did not, it was something almost like a bad trip, like a hallucinogenic, like a mirage, like some distortion in the lens, in the field. 9 of Cups. All 3 nines. 9 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Missing 9 of what? Wands. I think that 9 of Wands, which implies the struggle, the long haul, the schlag, the wounded warrior, that phase is over. That era has been healing. The heart has been healing. The nervous system has been healing. A card of fulfillment, personal fulfillment. So I think whatever kind of, I think there were trials and I think there were tribulations. 9 of Swords. And I just noticed this has a treasure chest down here. Cups usually associated with emotion, but it's like, you know, it's no longer the Pandora's box of all that could come out. It's discovering a joy and happiness and fulfillment within yourself. 9. Tell us about the message, please. The Knight of Swords, hot-footing it. Okay, hang on. Oh, wow, there are 4 of them. 4 of Cups. This is the waiting card, too. It's like I've envisioned it, you know. I've spent a long time here sitting with my feelings, you know, and it's a little bit like my only feeling now is feeling sort of drained and disappointed. So the message may come into somebody at a time when they're feeling depleted. But it's vivifying. You know, you can see this, the light dropping right into her hand. It's kind of like this person wasn't getting what they hoped to get. But suddenly into the open bowl, into the open cup, into their receptivity, something lands right in their hand. I'm getting sort of they stayed true to themselves. I mean, Queen of Wands is nobody who'd sit around, you know, pining for somebody else interminably. She would gather her life force, recognize her need to continue to answer life with everything she has. She's also a mystic. The one who can see around the corner. And I like the way she's holding the wand over her head with one hand and it's dropping into the other hand. It's something about like, well, in the future, 3 of Wands is in the future. I think she, he, they, you is manifesting, has the power to manifest this future happiness. Largely by being there now in your fire energy. Be here now. Oh, I'll say, be here now. Wheel of Fortune. Things turning in your favor, stepping into your karmic destiny, being where you're supposed to be by the virtue of who you are. This card of karma, cause and effect. But a lot of people duck the karmic destiny because it necessitates enormous growth. Moving away from what's familiar, from a you that was familiar, to a better, brighter place. Full, same energy. You know, the energy of the sun, the energy of the Queen of Wands, fire energy, the beginning of the journey, the willingness to take the risk. I mean, if there are some people who try to duck destiny, they say, no, I can't do that. I'll stay small. Thank you very much. This is somebody who accepts their destiny and their role and you know, not passively. It's the big yes to the universe. Yes, I will do it. I'm up to the task. I can manifest, you know, and that's not like, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? And there it is in your driveway. But something's gonna land for you, palm of your hand. Because you have the palm open, you have the expectation. This can, I mean, you have great self-worth. And it may have taken a hit. It may have taken a hit and a time for you to get out of your head and into your heart, into your own happiness, not into the heart that's like, where did that Four of Cups go? Here we go. You know, out of this sort of slump. Where is it? And the answer was, from your own heart, you need to heal. Just a little hard on the string there. Heal your heart. Heal your hearts. New beginning. For the next phase. Flip the deckaroo. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Like that. I mean, we've got some very powerful masculine and feminine energies. And matches. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. King of Cups, Queen of Wands. King of Pentacles, Queen of... I thought there was another queen yet. Well, Nine of Wands is the queen who can rule by herself. Doesn't mean she doesn't want somebody by her side, but she doesn't need somebody by her side. You know, she can fulfill for her, you know, she's not in need of any kind of codependent relationship. Interdependent, yes. And there's somebody coming in strong, self-sufficient in their own right. A match. And it could be somebody who's been around the block. You know, who's earned everything they have through being authentic, stable, and real. I think this person has some coinage, some security, but present. You know, and is ready for the next life, the next round, the next fool's journey. Which is always like, you know, we don't get there and get to stay. There's always the next round, the next turn of the wheel. I mean, until we graduate out of that and become part of the cosmic energy. We're part of the cosmic energy now, but I think at some point we just dissolve into it, energy into energy. But there's a lot of good living to be done between now and then. And despite what anybody thinks, a lot of time. There is time in this lifetime to make this happen. There may have been lifetimes that were slowed down, that were somehow missed the mark. And there's an anxiety now about, you know, am I thinking clearly enough? Am I right about it this time? Are the channels of communication open? All this Nine of Swords, up in the head, fear energy. But here you are. Communicating. Via sonar or something. Here we are. Yeah, it's just snowing here again, and I don't know, we'll wait and see what the day brings. I was anxious to do this as if there's some kind of a slight sense of, like, get the message out, because it's a good one. You know, out of complacency. Something's coming in. And it'll be like clear as a bell. Cold and clear, the cold in the best way. Cold and clear, unclouded. Till next time, you guys.